So the goal of the program is to increase the sustainability of New Zealand livestock farming. And livestock farming in New Zealand has a number of issues, mainly because our animals are grazed year-round in pastures. And because of that, they're eating very protein-rich forage, and this forage is causing fermentation of protein in the rumen, and it's the fermentation of this protein which is causing some sustainability issues. For example, greenhouse gas emissions, like methane emissions, are one of the byproducts of protein fermentation. And so our goal really was to try to resolve all of these sustainability issues, and we did this by expressing condensed tannins in white clover leaves.
This program, looking at condensed tannin expression in white clover, involved a number of parties. Grasslands Technology, who I worked for, was one of the original funders into this program because we could see the value that condensed tannins in white clover could create. But we also knew that we needed other parties to be involved because we invest in research and deliver the intellectual property that's generated. But we needed a seed company that was prepared to take on this project and then take that out eventually, once it's deregulated, to the farming community. And PG Wrights and Seeds was that party that came on board with us and has been co-funding this project, not quite from the start, but certainly for a good part of the program.
So the challenge about delivering condensed tannins to animals is that the plants that naturally make high levels of condensed tannins in the leaves don't perform well under grazing. And because most of New Zealand's livestock is grazed in pastures, they therefore miss out on the tannins that they could use, that could be used by farmers to help control some of these sustainability issues. And so our objective has been to overcome that by getting plants that are normally grazed in New Zealand farming systems to produce these compounds in their leaves. And what we've done to do that is to use a genetic switch which was discovered in a very closely related species. This genetic switch switches on leaf condensed tannins, and we inserted it into white clover, and now the white clover plants make condensed tannins in their leaves. And that means that farmers can deliver this technology to their animals using normal grazing systems. So in the unmodified white clovers, what we have here are condensed tannins which are naturally being made in the flower heads. And this is the purpley blue colour you can see here. In the other parts of the plant, however, we see very little, if any, condensed tannins. So in these front wells here, we have leaflets from white clover, and they're all pale white colour, and that's because there's no tannins in the leaves. We also don't have them in the roots either. However, after we've put the genetic switch into the clover plant, what we've enabled it to do is just to switch on the tannins it normally makes in other parts of the plants. And so here we can see a modified plant, and in here we have the tannins in the flower heads being made as normal, but now we also have them being made in the leaves as well, and you can see them in these wells, the dark blue, pale blue, purple colouring, indicative of condensed tannins being made in the leaves. And we don't have, however, tannins being made in the roots in the modified plants either. And some made in the stolons and some in the petioles. So the benefits to farmers and animals is that when you feed condensed tannins to livestock, you get an increase in meat, milk, fibre, and also animal reproductive success. And the benefits to livestock are that when you feed condensed tannins, you prevent bloat. And bloat is a very serious issue affecting livestock feeding on protein-rich pastures, and we know that condensed tannins have a big impact on bloat formation, so that's also a significant benefit.
So this program shows that we have the right type of condensed tannins in the white clover leaves, that these condensed tannins actually bind to protein, that when under our laboratory condition, this effectively binds the protein, meaning this could be protecting proteins when they pass through the rumen of the animals. And under laboratory conditions, we have also shown that there is a methane reduction up to 60%. And also we have tried the white clover leaves, and we have shown that there is less foaming, and which gives us the evidence that there could be potential for reduction of pasture bloat.
Look, the benefits of condensed tannins in a plant like white clover is that it will reduce bloat, it will reduce methane emissions, it improves the reproductive efficiency of the animal, and also the quality of the protein in the milk and meat that's produced from those animals. And we also know that it improves the tolerance of that animal to internal parasites.
We are really thrilled, excited, and delighted about this outstanding science award. This is actually a testament of the team effort of the so many people who work in this.